Welcome back, everyone, to the Flawless Podcast. And today we are here to preview the Spanish GP in Barcelona. And I'm joined by a somewhat F1 expert. And so, welcome, Pat. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you guys?
Not too bad. We are right into the F1 season. We've had, what, 5 races now?
Yeah, 5 interesting races,
Yeah,
and with promise to bring a lot more.
yeah. And it looks like, again, it's going to be a close title decider between Max and Leclerc. And you never know if Lewis and Russell can pull it back for Mercedes.
Oh yeah, today I've just been seeing they have a lot of upgrades. So we'll know this week if they are going to make it this season or not. If those
Yeah,
upgrade work, then they'll probably move ahead. If they don't work, then they go back to the car they ran at Barcelona first without those weird side pods.
yeah. A lot of things happening in F1. We've had a break, I think. Was it 2 weeks? So it feels like it's
Yeah,
been long.
two
We had
weeks.
F1. Yeah,
It's the first
previously.
European race. So
Oh yeah, this is the first European race. I didn't realize.
yeah, in fact, it's where they bring the teams. Most of the teams bring their upgrades because
Yeah.
they're closer to the factory and logistics and stuff becomes easier.
No, okay, makes sense. So, I mean, previously we had the Miami GP last time. Max won it. It was good performance. Almost saved. I mean, almost spoilt by the safety car for him, and gave Charles the chance to get closer.
Yeah, I mean he did get lucky in some way, but hats off to him as well. World champion drive, like he kept him
Yeah,
behind. So for him, it was a class drive from him. Even the Ferrari struggled, but still towards the end, they benefited from the safety car. But that
oh
was
yeah.
good.
We forgot to. I forgot to ask. What team do you support and what driver do you support?
I don't really support one team or one driver. Just try to watch. But
Yeah,
in general, it's like Max all this time, because he's just got that different vibe to him. So he's a good driver. Charles as
yeah,
well. I like a few drivers, not like one only, and every week is just to look for whichever does the best.
yeah. Fair enough. So let's get
Yeah,
into it. The Spanish GP. We had Q1 at the time of recording and Q2. Not Q1. Sorry. FP1.
FP1.
Yeah, and FP2 is
Yeah.
going on right now. From the results of FP1, we had Leclerc in first, Sainz in second, Verstappen in third, and, maybe to people's surprise, Russell in fourth and Hamilton in sixth.
Oh yes. Even the amount of laps they put in, okay, it's almost similar to the rest, but surprising. We
Yeah,
still can't say for sure if they're gonna stick over there, because if you see Norris and Ricardo seventh and ninth, they
yeah,
had a lot more upgrades than Mercedes had. So you never know. Towards the FP3, we'll get to know now clearly who's where.
yeah, for sure. I mean, FP1, we can't really judge much. But the way this season is going, it looks like the cars are much more bunched up together. So I think the upgrades coming in could shake up the table a lot.
Yeah, it will, especially midfield teams. Midfield, like
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo on record has the most upgrades this weekend from any other team.
Oh, okay.
The only shocking thing I heard was Haas came with no upgrades. So for them,
Oh,
it's just about the current car and how fast they can push it. And then they'll think about upgrades. But apart from that, the rest all of them have got similar upgrades. Now it's all upon whose works and whose doesn't.
so who do you think has the upper hand going into the Spanish GP?
It's still pretty, like right now after FP2, you'd know much clearer. But certainly from what we've seen in the morning, Russell and Hamilton, at least they're there or thereabouts with the Alpine, the McLaren. AlphaTauri pushed up a little more, but still, after this session, maybe we get a clearer idea.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, historically, the Spanish GP has not been known for a lot of overtakes. It's not like
Yeah, in fact, 70, I think there's a greater percent than 70. It has the highest percentage for wins from pole position. So pole position plays the biggest role
biggest role. Yeah.
for Spanish Grand Prix.
Um. Anyways, what do you think if you had to give a prediction for your top three, and yeah, who takes pole in qualifying? So
In qualifying for me, it's max pole position. and maybe Leclerc behind him, and then say Perez or Sainz. But I'm still 50-50 between Perez and Sainz.
Yeah.
Sainz has been unreliable, and Perez not so consistent
I expected more
with his
from
quality.
Sainz this season, considering they have. Well, it's only been a few races, but I think.
Yeah, you can also tell that he's got bad luck or something like that, because
Yeah.
he's always gotten out of issues. Okay, he did crash the car once or twice, but I mean, bad luck does play a part.
Yeah.
He just
And
needs that stable run.
was this the first win for Max in 2016? Was this his first win? Was the
No,
Spanish
I don't think so. I
GP?
think there was, as in this season,
No. As in his
then.
first ever win when he joined. Where was his first ever
Oh
win? It
yes.
was the
When he just
Spanish
joined
GP,
Red Bull,
wasn't it?
It was Spain. Yeah, when he was, I
Yeah,
think he was
yeah,
quite young. Yeah, 17, 18. Around there,
yeah,
he won the Spanish Grand Prix. And I mean, yes, he won that Grand Prix back in the year, but after that, it's always been Lewis because he had the faster car. So since this year Max has the faster car, I expect Max to be on pole position because he's always been there or thereabouts on the podium.
yeah. I think I'm hoping for Max to win. I equally like Max and Leclerc. I think after last season, I'm more invested in Max because of how the season went. But yeah, I think
Yeah, I mean,
my top three is Max. I'm going for Perez second because I want the race to be
whoa.
closer, and I'll go for Leclerc.
I mean, it would be great.
Yeah, Leclerc third or Russell third. Let's see.
Russell third.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a
I
bold
think
prediction.
I think Leclerc
That's
slips up
bold.
this week. I think so.
Ah, okay, that's interesting. I mean, depending on how these upgrades work for Mercedes, you never know. Hamilton and Russell both in the top three.
Yeah. I think it'll
Would
be
be
more
interesting to
a
watch
lot
for
of
sure.
strategy. It's always Spanish GP is always
Yeah, it's about
heavily
the strategy
dependent on
because
strategy. Yeah.
you cannot make more positions on track. But again, these cars follow much better. So, and
Yeah.
with the track changes, we don't know how this will play about.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, do you have anything else to say about this GP? Anything we should look out for? Any other teams besides the obvious top teams?
I would be interested to see how Haas fare out with no upgrades against everyone else who's brought upgrades. Does this push them like way down, or do they have a strategy to this? To like, do they want to, I don't know how they're gonna extract it from the car, but that would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
And of course, we have a green Red Bull in the track this
Yeah.
time. If
All
you
the
saw the
memes.
Aston Martin,
Yeah.
it is really a green Red Bull, even from the looks. But the shocking thing is, apparently they had the same shape of the car, the chassis, in the
Okay.
wind tunnel back in November. So apparently they did not copy anyone.
I mean,
But
they've
again,
claimed to do that before. I mean,
yeah, there are no regulations stopping them from doing so. But still, if the FIA say it's been back there since November, it must be legit. But it does look a lot like a
a
Red
Red
Bull.
Bull. Yeah.
So that'd be interesting to see this time.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, it's an exciting weekend ahead.
Yeah,
And thank you again for joining us, Pat. And
no problem. This was wonderful.
yeah, hopefully we'll have you more videos and more stuff to do. But for now,
Surely.
this is it. And yeah, see you next time.
See you next time, people.